little dog laughed. Playing Mitchell.
Kevin Beane.
Playing Diane.
Noelle Tiagno.
Playing Alex.
David Mackler.
And playing Ellen.
Myrna Davon.
Diane, in an elegant ball gown, sits in a gold bamboo chair.
The beginning. Well, beginnings are always beautiful. Beginnings are... Okay, so do you know Breakfast at Tiffany's? The film, not the novella. I know, there's a novella. Who knew? The beginning. Audrey Hepburn, the most beautiful person ever, gets out of a cab in Givenchy, quadruple strand of pearls, and she walks to a window in Tiffany's, again with the beautiful, and then the melody, Moon River, wafts in. Start with me. The beauty quotient is excessively high. Then, from the not so beautiful older man, then beautiful Audrey Hepburn is sneaking into her Upper East Side townhouse away from the not so beautiful older man, but the running away part is beautiful. And in full on novelty Hiroshito glasses and buck teeth and Missy Janitity, Missy go right way, Missy go right way. And we can never recover. She can gab on and on about the mean reds and the cat not having a name, but sorry, it's too late. The beginning has been irrevocably ruined by bad casting. Right now, this story is beginning, and I don't even know it.
She is gone. Alex is in the bathroom of a restroom. The door opens.
I'm in here.
I know, that's why I'm coming in.
Okay. For the record, this is a men's room.
Everything south of 14th Street is unisex. Hello now, look at you. More importantly, look at me.
What's our little scarf escapade we got going on here?
Cease and desist. A recent food purchase. Arthur is bored with me, so he gave me one of his charge plates. That's why we have to go out now while I still have it. First, here, to a restaurant that is impossible to get into.
But not so the bathroom.
Then to a club or 7. Someplace nice that has a drag queen or the door with a clipboard, because my day has been hellish.
Going out is boring.
Hon, bless you. Of course it is. It's all boring. And it always has been. I only wish to God I had known that at the time I began all this, because I would have done a little more drugs and paid a little less attention. Does this bracelet make me look chunky?
I guess I'm just one of those sad fuckers that wants more.
Not I. That's part of my genius. Oh, and there's this place.
Are we gonna have to meet Arthur there?
Not a real option. Not a real option. Arthur is too busy slaving over his only possible mediocre follow-up to his really important, just ask him, debut novel, which was published in like 1730 or something.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I'm talking about Arthur has to write this evening, so he gave me a charge card and sent me away, so I'm having a scarf episode to punish him.
But you have to wear it.
I mean to punish others, but I punished myself. That was in sight just then.
I'll bring it up at your clemency hearings.
We are funning it tonight. This isn't like last night where did you even go last night?
Money bags.
Oh. You know, I really hate your money bags. Did you make any money? Holy fuck, I take it back big time. I should get a money bag.
Ha, you've got Arthur.
Arthur? 2 words. Arthur is so not my money bag. I mean, okay, he's old and English. He gives me money and stuff, but Arthur loves me. Like, we just don't have sex because he's so antique. But when he gets he's so antique that when he gets horizontal, he wheezes, but he does respond when I pout, and he holds me in his arms when the tacking subs come, and he inspire my spirit, really he does, my glorious ephemeral spirit. And what do I know? I'm a sociopath. I can no longer distinguish right from wrong. I'm having a scarf episode.
Am I even in this conversation?
Was he old and fat, this money bag?
No, kind of young. Not so bad looking. So dusted this on the way out.
Your dusting is just lackluster. Some like boring old striped tie found in any chain store and slasher catalog. And you don't even wear ties. Single tier.
Single tier. No, this isn't a boring old striped tie from a chain store. This is a boring old striped tie from a boring old high school, from where I went. Boring old. Single tier.
I love the way you say high school when you mean private school.
I say high school when I mean boarding school. I just thought it was so whatever weird that this guy was probably there like a couple of years before I was, and I don't even wear a tie.
But stop in the name of style. You're so the type that could... Oh, Alex.
Stop.
Alexander.
What?
Let's have sex.
I don't think we should have sex anymore.
How come?
I don't love you.
Oh, that's all right. I don't love me either. We have something in common. Let's have sex.
You just know there's a line for this John now, and okay, but leave the scarf episode out of this. Let's approach this with some integrity, you know?
Oh, like that tie is...
Bring, bring.
Just out of curiosity, do your genitals now ring?
Perfect timing.
Don't answer it.
It's Martin, maybe.
Don't.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, Martin.
Another money bag?
Be quiet. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, sure. I know that it's on Central Park South. Maybe you can dust a watch band to match. Oh, on Central Park South.
Ellen,
Maybe you can dust a watch band to match your tie.
Oh, which room? I can be there by 7:15. Cool. I'm sorry.
I hate Martin.
Martin's phone calls are how the rent gets paid.
I hate Martin and his little list of old men, and I hope to never meet him or them.
I'm sorry I have to leave you. Don't freak. I have to go.
Right.
You can have a bite here if you want.
Right.
I'll be back
Right.
in about in like an hour or so, maybe later. I'll meet you at what club are you going to?
Right.
Why do you keep saying right?
I mean, right. You're right, and I am left.
I'll be back by I don't know, later, tomorrow morning maybe.
Right.
Stop saying right.
Right.
Ellen is gone. Diane is back, sitting in a gold bamboo-style catering chair.
I wonder, in these quiet, introspective moments that invariably happen during award ceremonies, how much of my life is spent sitting in these same old gold bamboo catering chairs. We're in New York, which we of Los Angeles love, accepting awards from critics, which we love even more so. My client, a famous young movie star who suffers from a slight recurring case of homosexuality, informs me that as his date, are you possibly seated for this? As his date to this award ceremony, he would like to bring his mother. So no one will know that he's gay. So I throw a flame retardant blanket on this potential brush fire and volunteer myself as his date. I'm lesbian, he's a fag, we're in show business, we're a perfect couple. So we walked on the carpet, the flash of cameras, the desperate, beseeching, deathbed-like cries. Who are you wearing? And I see his delight and warmth glow and grow and flourish. The unmistakable moment when the outcast is allowed indoors. And all it takes is a little deception. Later, when I am in my golden bamboo chair moment of reverie, I realize that my evening's date is leaving our table and strolling across the dais. He has won. His acceptance speech is inspired. Yes, there is the slight stumble when he forgets to thank the screenwriter who is credited and has just accepted the, when he forgets to thank the screenwriter who is credited and has just accepted the award not 10 minutes prior, and oops, does thank the writer he brought on to the project, but who cares? It involves screenwriters. And at the end, the part where the name of a deceased parent, a recent world horror, or a terribly popular co-star is evoked, he calls to me, choked with emotion, and extends an open palm to Diane. My client states significant tears finding their lazy way down his dermabrased face. The woman who taught me to love. And how to dream. And then the silence, the vacuum of doubt, the utter disbelief that pansy went there. But a room full of showbiz professionals quickly recovers, remembering that there are cameras everywhere, surely one of which will be broadcasting this moment because there are movie stars involved. The room obligingly produces a smattering of polite applause. And then the realization that indeed a dream must be kept alive, so Peter Pan to little fairy Tinkerbell's defense, the room explodes into applause and cheering, and he walks down, presents his award to me, holds me in his masculine arms and kisses me full on the lips. And here's the part that is so luscious. I'm actually touched. I really like him and he likes me, and he said that to everyone. And that kind of means something. Later, when I'm in my hotel and watching one of the inevitable rebroadcasts of the event, my only wish is that when he announced our love, I didn't have such a look on my face of fucking shock.
Lights go down on Diane and come up on a hotel room. The drunken Mitchell is at the door, letting in Alex.
Hey.
Uncle Steve?
Uncle Steve?
Your nephew?
Your nephew?
Can I crash?
Can I crash?
Is there an echo in here?
Sorry, I'm confused.
I'm Brian.
This is not helping.
Your nephew.
My nephew?
Yeah.
My nephew is 7 years old. I am so lost.
You're my uncle. I'm your nephew. Stuck in the city. I need a place to crash. There's only one bed.
Do you have the right
Manhattan
room? Manhattan schoolboys. I called them from the TV. The look of love was in my eyes. That's what the song says in the background on the commercial. Oh my God!
What?
You're you.
Right.
Manhattan schoolboys. Only, why are you my nephew Brian? Do you want a drink? I'm having one.
No.
All right then. I'm having several.
Look, do you want to be my uncle or not?
Is there paperwork?
No.
Then I'll be your uncle.
Because if you don't want to see, then
I have no idea what's going on. Wait a minute. I know what's going on here. Word.
scene.
Memes.
Acting out, role playing.
On the phone, the guy said, "Do you want a scene?" I thought it was some sort of cool slang for a good time. You want a scene, man? I hadn't the foggiest. I'm sorry. I hate myself. I'm drunk. I'm sorry. I hate myself, and I had no idea. And not in that order. Do you want a drink?
I'm drinking.
Why? Did life suddenly get beautiful?
No, not at all. Okay, now, do you want to?
Yes, but by all means, let's get to know one another. So, alleged nephew Brian, what do you do for a living?
Yes.
Opera supernumerary.
No.
I'm obnoxious, aren't I?
You're fine.
You want to have sex?
$200.
My.
Can you afford it?
Handily, my good man. Handily.
So what do you do for a living, Uncle Steve?
Who cares? You're cute. Do you think I'm cute? People say I look like a movie star.
Sure, you could be. You're a great looking guy.
Well, what was your question again?
What kind of work do you do?
My family owns a blah blah blah, and I represent them on the Eastern blah 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 blah. Someone's son. That's what I do for a living. 200. You must be very good at sex.
That's not what people pay you for.
What do people pay you for?
To leave afterwards.
That makes little or no sense. That makes all the sense in the world.
Let's get started.
Okay. I'll get aroused.
No scene? You don't want to do any role play?
You know, I just don't think so. I nearly ruined my senior class production of You Can't Take It With You. Huh.
Okay. Stay there. I'll get undressed. You get undressed. We'll get busy.
Gala.
You like music?
Dear God, you aren't going to sing, are you?
No.
That's nice.
Alex turns his back and starts to get
Alleged
undressed.
nephew Brian.
Yeah.
Alleged nephew Brian. I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
Well, that's okay.
Alex takes off his shoes, a slight clunk on the floor. This causes the sleeping Mitchell to moan a little bit. Alex mistakes this for sexual pleasure. He acts along.
Oh, yeah.
Alex essentially peels off his shirt. Mitchell's head falls back. He is fast asleep. As Alex pulls off the tie from around his waist, Mitchell lets out a snore. Alex turns around.
Oh, man.
Alex walks over to see that Mitchell is asleep. After seeing that he is, he reaches into the sleeping trick's jacket pocket. He pulls out a packet of cigarettes, useless. He then reaches in and pulls out a full money clip of money. Now we're talking. He takes all the cash and slides the cigarettes and money clip back into the jacket. He tiptoes out, taking his shirt, tie, and shoes on the way. Mitchell stirs, making a little lip-smacking baby noise. Alex turns and looks at this. It makes him smile. Mitchell makes that noise again. Alex makes the noise. Mitchell makes the noise back. Alex silently laughs a bit to himself. He then looks back at the door and then at Mitchell. Alex casually walks over to Mitchell, pulls out the pack of cigarettes, finds a cigarette, and returns the pack. Sits across from the sleeping John, lights a cigarette, and stares at this man with the coolness of a surgeon. Lights down on them, lights up on Ellen.
Since it is quite apparent that I'm not going to be spending this evening at Alex's railroad flat in Williamsburg, and Arthur is going to go through the motions of writing and can't write because, oh, I'm in the next room just breathing, so I decide to take up Screecher's offer to come home to Westchester where I once lived and spend the night. Screecher is my non-too-affectionate nickname for my non-too-affectionate mother. Ellen, Screecher says, no, wait, Ellen, goddammit, you never come goddamn home for a goddamn visit, goddammit. So I go home for a visit, goddammit. And you know, she's not pleased. I just so cannot win here. All right, maybe I shouldn't have shown up at 3 in the morning. Maybe I should have called first. Maybe I should have had money for the cab. Maybe I should have had the key and not broken a window to get in, you know. We all have some things we'd like to do over. And now I am in Westchester and it's whatever o'clock in the morning in my once room, but it's not my room anymore. After all that fuss Screecher made about me coming home, there's no home left for me now. Just wicker baskets and doll heads and dried flowers. Screech has gone and transformed my room into a craft room, which I guess is the rigor among the most hysterectomy set. And as the doll heads stare at me, I realize my childhood is so motherfucking over. When did that happen, right? And am I so good to lose it? And I find 3 long strands of thin vinyl string and I'm scared and I'm alone. And the next thing I know, I'm getting busy making the GIMP. And, oh yeah, yes, I just make GIMP.
Ellen disappears. The lights come back up on the hotel room. Mitchell is asleep on the sofa alone. Off stage, we hear Alex.
Breakfast! Room service breakfast. Here's what I love. Room service breakfast.
Jesus, who are... I've opened up Eloise or something.
I ordered you eggs. You like eggs?
They're not runny or
I guess scrambled. Say with me, please.
please,
Scrambled.
please stop
What?
being so overly chipper. I'm really
You hungover?
sick. Should I? Did I pay you?
Don't worry, I'm covered.
Okay. Well, then you can leave then. Do you want me to have somebody downstairs get you a cab or something?
Oh,
What?
not just oh.
Is there anything else you?
I thought we could have some breakfast.
Why don't you take some money and catch a bite somewhere?
I meant like with you.
Why on earth would you?
I don't know. I think you're funny.
Yes. I missed the comedy pass. Look, Brian.
Alex.
Alex? Who's Brian? There is not a doubt in my mind that you are a very sweet guy, but the truth of it all is I was really drunk last night, as in stupid drunk, and as drunk as you've ever been in your young life. Just do it, and you're maybe halfway there. And when I'm stupid drunk, I do stupid things, as in calling up for sex with guys, which is not really what I'm about. I'm not a sex with guys kind of person.
We didn't have sex.
Exactly. See, I'm just really when I'm in a different town and in a hotel room, there's this lethal mix of loneliness and independence and scotch. And do Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's nothing against you. I'm sure if you could just,
oh, I see.
you can take what you can take whatever you want from the cart if you're hungry.
No, I'm not hungry at all.
Oh, repugnant. Well,
Look, if you're worried, if you're like worried about queer stuff, you don't have to worry about or anything because I'm not queer. I mean, I have a girlfriend and everything. I just do this, you know, I'm in it for the money. And you're not queer either, probably. You would probably fall into the category of like straight but curious. So like, don't sweat it, even. I'm in it for the money.
sorry for the inconvenience.
He takes
Here.
out.
Is this a receipt?
No, my number, my home number. You shouldn't be calling like rent boys when you're not sober. You could get fucking rolled, man. You're lonely, just want to hang out, you can...
That's again, the work suite is being used a lot here, but I won't use it. I mean this number. I won't use this number. I mean, this was an experiment for me. So, but I thank you. Really, it was a nice gesture, and well, goodbye.
Lights down on them, up on Diane.
The Mahayana Buddhist monks of the Namgala monastery create the sand mandala. This time-consuming expression of faith involves the delicate layering of multicolored sand into intricate patterns. To see them is to be rendered speechless. Often stretching on for yards and yards, these elaborate interconnected wheels contain symbols of the entire universe, the aspects of mind and body, as well as the alternative. They often take weeks to create. They are admired briefly and then dismantled, blown away like the sand of the beach and washed into the sea. This ritual is performed as a constant reminder that all of man's toil is ultimately folly. As an exercise of tedious futility, this act pales in comparison to watching Hollywood Jews order sandwiches. Oh, and I want it toasted a light brown on the outside, but white on the inside. And I want the mustard lightly spread on the top, but not the bottom. And then I want the fatty side of the turkey. I want mescaline, and you better not be using scissors on regular lettuce because I'm watching. And then when that's done, I want you to throw it out because if you've only done the sandwich only once, there's no way you got it right. I'm sitting there with not one, not two, but 3 studio executives, old friends. And we are all out bugling one another with our orders. When this is over, 15 minutes later, we will discuss liberal causes and scorching bits of sex gossip of friends not at this table. 15 minutes later, as our mandalas are placed before us, with a kosher pickle and salt and vinegar potato chips, please, the subject of our work will be discussed. One of the executives will mention that she has heard there is a play in town. It is supposed to be quite good and would make a marvelous movie. We all do and nod and make mental notes to see it later. More importantly, there is a marvelous role in this play. Sadly, the role is that of a homosexual, but if it could be portrayed by a star, it could get made. I chew and I think it would be great for my client. I chew and I chew, and the ultimate springboard for me from agent to manager to producing partner. Chew, I swallow. 5 hours later, I will be at the theater to see that play, and all 3 studio executives will be there. 3 hours after that, our sandwiches and our mandalas will have been digested and turned into manure, and we will sit on our toilets and shit them out, where they will be flushed and washed into the sea. Yes, I'll have the Reuben, and could I have the Russian dressing on the top only? Thank you.
Lights down on Diane and lights up on Alex, who has just walked up to Ellen in a club.
Alex, save me from the remains of what was no doubt once a decent club. The publicist said I was on the list, and now I see who else is on the list. I want my name taken off the list. Alex, by what stretch of whose imagination is this considered an event?
El Nino.
Alex, come over here and let me put my head on your lap, and you can stroke my hair and tell me things. No, wait, I forgot. I'm not speaking to you. Goodbye.
Lame night or what?
Not a VIP room to be found. I want glass separating me from others. It's not much, but it's my dream.
A girl, a dream, a big city.
I'm not speaking to you. I'm vulnerable.
Why are you vulnerable this time?
Are you possibly ready? Ancient limey Arthur has decided.
Oh no.
You got it, fella.
Oh, Ellen.
Fine. Arthur dumped me, so be it. Can I crash at your place? I'm just not up for the whole Westchester and Screecher and decoupage thing tonight.
Sure.
You don't have like any
No money bags.
money bags or anything.
And I'll turn off my cell.
Just like old time. This room is like,
Over.
oh, so very over. I remember when this place opened, it was like,
Oh yeah.
that was like my third date with Arthur or something. It's official. My relationships now have the shelf life of a New York club.
Not like at first.
That was the fun.
The only fun.
With Lady Dementia holding court.
I miss her and
Oh, and us and
the way she would laugh.
the way we would laugh.
Like on that day
Oh God.
when I was home from school
Don't.
for the summer and some friend of Canuck, the scary stepfather,
Please don't.
gets me this job to hand out flyers,
To be nostalgic and only 24. Sadness.
but only to people who looked cool.
Well, we know.
And I met this girl. I had to do it with like
The blonde tresses.
the full-on raging blonde tresses, and I'm thinking, who the hell?
The day we met, the only fun, Alex. It was the only fun.
We handed out like 3 flyers, and you're dumping them in a mailbox and announcing, "Let's go shopping."
One day, when they ask you, did she ever have fun? Promise me you'll never.
And we got paid
Tell them.
and a raise. Alex and Ellen get the best people at
first.
but fun goes away.
Fun goes away.
Everything goes away, except fucking Canuck, the scary stepfather, and clubs, and people are dying, and
Good things go away. Scary things just get more so.
remember the just fun of it.
Everyone leaves me anymore, Alex.
I know.
Lady Dementia, the crew, now Arthur.
No, hated him anyway. I know.
Don't ever leave me, Alex.
Never,
Don't ever.
never, ever,
Never.
ever,
Ever?
never.
Well, hello.
Hey, Mitchell.
My name is not Mitchell. What makes you think that my name is Mitchell? Who's Mitchell?
When you passed out last time, you muttered that your name was Mitchell.
Hello, my name is Mitchell.
Alex.
Right, not Brian.
Right.
With a Y, not an I.
No.
Who's Brian with an I and not an I?
Oh, that's the name I use when that's my Ellen calls it my nom de stop.
And Ellen would be your
Girlfriend?
girlfriend?
Well, yeah.
You are so sophisticated. May I get you a drink?
What have you got?
On a bar, you name it.
I don't know. Soda. Hey, you called me.
I did indeed.
And you said you wouldn't.
I'm a whirling mass of contradictions. Ginger ale.
Sure. So, how come you called me? Do you want to have sex and stuff?
Sorry, just had sex.
Really? Who with?
Um, uh, Daniel, I believe his name was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from your agency.
Right.
Tall, muscular, and almond-shaped eyes.
You're Asian.
Oh, I think he's pretty much anybody's Asian.
Worst possible taste.
Do what I can.
Have fun?
Sure, whatever. I mean, I hadn't done it for a while, but I mean, the last time was in the Boy Scouts. The last time was the first time.
Boy Scouts. I hear that a lot for first times.
The merit badge that dare not speaks its name. Oh, and I think back on the whole time in the canvas tent with the outrageous co-seduction, and I have been a lot lately. I am overwhelmed with a sense of, well, arousal, but ultimately a kindling rage. The pleasures I learned there, whoa, however immediate, have hampered me and have, oh, never mind.
No, go on.
And I never did it again. And you know, once or twice after that, maybe 15, but I'm always drunk, and I date women who I never have sex with. Who was your first time?
My stepfather.
My God, you're kidding?
Yeah, I am. Just playing with your head. Mine was a dorm mate at school.
Right. But these desires that I learned in that tent have just, it's like, okay, do you know how whenever anybody starts to get all rhapsodic and shit about America and they get on that whole, in America you can be whatever you want to be, but whenever you hear it, there's usually a catch in the throat of the speaker because they know it's this complete self-deception, like the fat girl with buck teeth who says, Mama thinks I'm pretty. But she also has that
Self-deception catch.
Exactly, because the unspeakable truth of it is no. The only ones who can be whatever they want are white, upper class, middle class, great conservative Protestant men. Pastiness and puffiness are optional. Everyone else is going to have these just utter hurdles thrown in their paths. So if you grew up as I did with the whole above list intact, you know the world is but waiting for you. But then comes in a tent when you're 16 and these learned desires, and you know if you pursue them, then everything, whatever you want is no longer waiting. I don't know.
Maybe you'd have these desires even if you didn't mess around once in Boy Scouts.
I'd like to not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't want to have sex, do you?
No, not with a guy. Never again. Like before sex, I do, but after sex, I don't.
I guess I should leave.
But like after sex, I don't want to be with a guy at this time. I did, only I wanted to be with you.
Oh.
So nothing.
What?
No.
No?
You can stay if you want.
What do you want?
I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep. I think.
You want me to sleep with you? I mean, like, really sleep, like, for real.
I don't know. I mean, suit yourself. I'm going to bed to sleep, and that's it.
He walks into the bedroom. A moment as Alex thinks about everything, or maybe about nothing. He then goes into the bedroom. The lights come up on Ellen.
The night of the club that we both deplored, I went to Alex's apartment afterwards and we threw ourselves into making love. But like, okay, the thing with guys when they make love, it's like they're running into your arms. And if you look really close at their faces, you can see if they're running towards you or running away from something else and you just got in the way. And I got a good look at Alex's face and he was definitely fleeing someone or something and I was a roadkill. I mean, beautiful roadkill, but. And when he finally fell asleep, I found the sleek new GIMP bracelet I made and with the merest suggestion of pageantry slid it on his wrist. And I went to sleep just content as like, I wake up, let's say 3 hours later, and yeah, you got it here, and I'm all alone in bed. And I am so ready to lose it in a kind of, but then I know wherever he is, whoever he's with, he's wearing that bracelet and I am. So you see, a lot can be said about the psychologically healing powers of jewelry, no matter how unattractive.
She is gone. Alex and Mitchell are in bed. Alex starts to get out of bed wearing only boxers and a GIMP bracelet.
I should go.
Another appointment?
Nah,
Classes?
not in school anymore.
Your girlfriend?
No, she's probably still asleep. Besides, I'm seeing her tonight. Oh, she's a pain. I should go. It was nice just sleeping with you.
Yeah, you kind of, if you're so inclined, stay for a little bit. I mean, somewhere we could get breakfast even. I mean, I'm just throwing that out as an option.
You want me to stay?
Let the games begin.
I'm just for the sake of I'm not. This is just me hanging out.
Clarity, for the sake of clarity.
I don't know that I like guys as a gender. They're kind of pretty much jerks. Like they're really nice when they want something from you, but once they get it, they could pretty much give a shit. Like this one time. It was actually the first time I tricked. Martin set me up. The first trick guy was all distinguished with gray in his hair and a suit. Took me out to dinner and was all interested with what I wanted to do with my life. What books I read, what art I liked, like interested in what kind of music I was listening to. I'd make a pretty decent joke and he'd laugh all warm and shit. We go back to his place. He's like taking my clothes off all slow and calling me, wait, magnificent. No, wait, really. And I'm all naked and whatnot. And he's walking me back to his bedroom. And we stop on the way and we step into his bathroom and he puts me in the bathtub, which was empty. And he puts me on my knees and he pissed on me for like 3 minutes. He must not have peed for a really long time and drank a lot of liquid.
I think that's awful.
And then he looks at me all disgusted and says, clean yourself up and get out of here. And then he goes to bed. Like I have to show myself to the door. So I took a shower, toweled off, and then left with. I left with like 15 of his CDs.
Oh my God, you poor guy.
You pity me, I'll fucking kill you. I so can't stand pity. I mean, so next time you feel that pity face coming on to the front of your head, that first night I dusted you bad. I stole $300 from you.
Mitchell walks up to Alex, looks as he might slap him, and kisses him. It's a long and passionate kiss. When it's done, they just stare at one another. They kiss again passionately, taking off each other's clothing. When they are both naked, Mitchell kneels before Alex. The door opens and Diane walks in.
Mitchell, whoa.
Alex,
Diane, didn't we have a little discussion about knocking before entering?
I'm sorry. I heard voices and I came in.
Geez, lady, I am sorry. I was just, are you his wife?
No, dear. And your underwear is on your left.
A girlfriend, or I'm really sorry.
I'm nothing. I'm only the woman that taught him how to love.
Oh, fuck. I am so sorry.
And dream.
Ignore her. She's being glib.
My God, Mitchell, look at him. He's a child. Where did you even find him?
Diane, just relax. Go back to the room. I'm with a friend.
Friend? Come on now, Mitchell. You're just having another one of your little adventures.
I don't have adventures.
Oh, please, you're like Huckleberry Finn on a raft made out of rent boy.
What makes you think he's a rent boy?
You're sleeping with him.
Actually, Diane, I'd like you to meet Alex, and he's not a rent boy. He's a friend.
You've become so good at telling lies, you can even fool yourself.
I should go. I'm going to go.
No, stay.
You can't stay, not a male prostitute, Alex. Mitchell has been working hard. He deserved his little treat, but he has a lunch meeting now, and I have to get him.
Alex and I are going to hang out for a while. I was thinking of taking him to the play tonight.
No. That is, Mitchell, honey, I know you must get lonely sometimes, but we are just now on the brink of everything we've ever hoped for. Let's not blow it. Now, we are buying this play for you. It is not wise to show up with some Twinkie fuck on your arm for the press to take pictures of. By the way, does he know?
He's about to.
Know what?
Alex. Alex, was it? I like that name, really. Is it actually your oh, never mind. You see, Alex, Mitchell and I have a kind of, it's like relationship, only it's enjoyable. What we have, more important than anything, is our mutual love for one another and our combined love of our work. And there's no personal relationship that we can have that will ever be larger than that. Now, I've known Mitchell for how long?
7 years.
7 years. That's almost half your life, Alex. And when I first saw Mitchell, he stirred something in me. Not in a sexual way, please. But you know, to want to put on dungarees and do chores with. And I knew we just had to be together for work. Just had to. And we are for 7 years now. So now you should leave. Mitchell and I have this very important lunch. And then Mitchell has to see this play tonight. And then tomorrow morning, Mitchell and I will be flying back to LA. Mitchell, we're having lunch with the fag playwright. Please, for me, as a favor. Butch it up, Mary. Great meeting you, Alex. I love this city of yours.
He is not a rent boy, Diane.
What's the thing I should know? You positive?
No, not at all. It's nothing. Ignore. I'll call you, Alex, later.
Ellen appears in a nightclub.
Alex, don't look at me.
What?
Don't even think of looking at me. I don't even know who you are anymore.
Who? Alex Easterbrook. What? Hustler? When? I need to. Where? In New York City, a great place to bring up kids. Why? Why not? I think that about wraps up any bio. Have you ever heard of some actor or something named Mitchell Green?
Well, yeah, he's one of those borderline aging pretty boys. Why, was he a money bag?
Yeah, right. I wish. No, I think I saw him in the street. That's all. That's all.
Later tonight, I'll go home back to Williamsburg with Alex. I'll be cold on the subway and he'll take off his leather jacket and put it over my shoulders. It will be the kindest gesture anyone will do for me for the rest of my life, and I have a sense of it in that moment. Once we're in this horrible apartment, we will begin to make love.
Oh God, Ellen, you feel so good.
And even though he's 3 inches from my face,
Oh God, baby, I missed you.
and he's looking right into my eyes, I can see that he is miles away and he is thinking of someone else.
Oh God, I want to be inside you.
And because I know this is all winding down,
Let me get a rubber.
no rubber. I want to feel you tonight.
Oh God, you feel so good.
And I feel so good.
Oh God, I'm gonna come.
Go ahead, baby, go ahead. And he holds me. And he holds me, and he holds me, and he holds me. And he holds me until I hear the gentle rumble of his snore. I sneak out of bed and go to my laptop computer, get on the net, and quickly type my www.imdb.com and type in the name Mitchell Green and look at his photograph for a very long time. And I don't feel sad. I feel calm.
Lights down on Ellen, lights up on Diane and Mitchell, seated face forward.
We're in Tribeca. We are having a luncheon. We are here to meet him.
We are meeting him. I mean, he meaning him is a playwright.
He, meaning him, is notoriously neurotic, which for a Gentile is worn as some badge of honor, and paranoid, which for a homosexual over 40 must just be a given. We sit at the table. First, it's great to meet him.
It's great to meet you.
It's great to meet you.
Honey, you said you wouldn't tell.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're expecting.
We are.
And it's the ending.
My life is just beginning.
What? No. Alex.
My life is beginning.
No, earlier.
It's the beginning. I can have what I had before. I can have it again, only better.
Sorry. It's the beginning. I can have what I had before. I can have it again, only better.
And the music swells. The haunting love theme is reprised.
We're just happy. It's like an ending, saying goodbye to my bachelor days. End of an era.
The end of being a girl, and I'm so happy. We're just so happy.
The ending.
My life is beginning.
We fade to black. The credits roll. The ending. Okay.
I don't know. Diane, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I'm a huge admirer. Oh, fuck it. I'm a huge fan. And I never use the F word, fan, not fuck. We give a useless bullshit compliment to pave the road. I've been a fan of yours since, oh God, this is gonna date me. I was a reader for, insert Hollywood legend name here, and I saw your first original screenplay, insert long forgotten Hollywood screenplay here. Oh fuck, I fucked up. He's looking at his napkin. His wounded puppy face is now up to dog face. Say something, Diane, say something.
Actually, I can beat that. When I was in college, I did a scene from obscure theater reference here from collection of earlier plays, now long out of print. Look away shyly, but not so shy that I don't see his face light up.
Score 1 for the airheaded faggot. Slide in with the contemporary reference. Your play.
Oh my God.
Your play is so beautiful.
It's a poem, a 2.5-hour poem.
I saw it last night and I made Mitchell sit down and read it.
Oh my God, I cried so much.
I thought he had been reunited with a birth parent or something. It was that kind of sobbing. It was just such a great play. And I don't say this about every play. And I'm sure everyone is telling you this, but I think it could make a beautiful, beautiful motion picture.
Oh my God, do you think? It's beautiful, almost too beautiful for the medium.
You'll see the play tonight and you'll agree with me.
I read it this morning and I'm seeing it tonight.
That's how good it is. What's good here? I bet they do a great Caesar salad. Your piece was the truth. No, better than the truth. I think I'm gonna have the Caesar salad. If we can get them to be light on the Romano cheese. He, meaning him, clears his throat and begins to talk about he, meaning himself.
We both nod appropriately.
Oh, good. He, meaning him, is going to rail against the motion picture business about how he, meaning him, sold him, meaning his, first screenplay and went there suitcase and soul in hand to make a fortune, but he, meaning him, was rewritten. He, meaning him, was lied to, was manipulated. He, meaning him, was fired. Oh, what a victim was he, meaning him. Life has been so unkind to him, meaning him.
But he, meaning him, ran away, left his meaning his suitcase and most of its meaning his soul, but he, meaning him, got away.
Oh, good. He, meaning him, has spent so much time in Hollywood that he is mentally incapable of a happy ending.
I smile as the happy ending approaches.
We both do, and nod in agreement. He, meaning him, came back to New York, back to the theater, back to write a play, something that he, meaning him, would always call his meanings his own, something for no money, something for little or no visibility. And now, all of Hollywood wants his, meaning his, play.
Of course, it is about two men in love, and they're going to want to change that.
Rewrite it. So his, meaning his, happy ending is a happy ending with a twist. Congratulations.
Good for you.
I don't have to tell you how crummy this business is. It is despicable. But you've gone through it with your soul. And if you're so goddamn sainted, if you're so goddamn wounded like Saint Sebastian, why are you having lunch with us here now? Even the caricatures on the wall are rolling their eyes at you. Only, I don't ask it like that. Are you familiar with Mitchell's work? That's how I ask it. No, I figured. If you haven't seen his work, you know from the shiny magazines that he's approaching the status of someone who can get a movie made. Have you seen Mitch act?
I can't believe you just said fan, because I am a fan of yours, and I can't believe you'd be nice enough or lie enough to say that you are a fan of me. It just blows me away. I think when I was a freshman in college, alone in my dorm room, I jerked off to the picture of this guy on the back of this then imprint collection because he was kind of cute and totally gay. But now that I see him in person, I don't think I would do him. Not just because of the age thing, although that's always a factor, but because I think he's just one of those people who looks better in a picture than in person. The camera can be one lying motherfucker.
Mitchell is still talking about this goddamn old play that we're not here to talk about. It's time to kick out the cattle prod and herd us back on message. Don't you think Mitchell would be very good in the role of Devon?
I would like kill to do the part of Devon.
No. Not for the play, you inconsequential little stain. I didn't fly across the country to put my client in a play. I'm not paying for your fucking crab cakes and this hellhole for my client who is on the rise to replace someone in a play. That could work if Mitchell's schedule clears up. Maybe he could do a short run in a play, a limited engagement sort of thing. No, I was thinking more of a film version.
He explodes.
Now, of course, you'll never sell. No, of course, you've been burned in the past, and all you were left with was something of a name and a couple of $1 million. Oh, thank God, here comes the waiter to take the orders. This will give him, meaning him, time to calm down and think about how much he, meaning he, really wants this. Yes, I'll have the Caesar salad. And will you make sure when you toss it, the Romano in the dressing is, the waiter walks away before I can explain my dietary needs. This is the limit. Well, now that the orders are taken, it comes a time in the lunch where I like to discuss the subject at hand. Every studio wants this story. You won't sell it to any studio because of this relationship of the two men, which I totally respect, which you totally refuse to change. I say, with Mitchell as the lead movie, it will get made as the story of two men. What can we do to assure you that we're the ones you want to do this movie with?
God, she's good.
Firearms to small children. The pause here is deafening. The silence so loud I can feel it in my chest. Give me this fucking piece of material. Give me this chance at another job. Give it.
Give it to me.
Give it to me. Give it.
He, meaning him, speaks.
I
want.
He, meaning him, says deliberately, I want
your word.
My word. You want my, what type of negotiation ploy is this? What type of mind fuck is this? My word? Oh no, wait, you're good. Of course you don't believe in contract. We all know about that little franchise you created that contractually gave you automatic first draft of the sequel. That when your agent, when screaming and pointing at the contracts, when production began on the sequel without you meeting him, the studio said, so sue us. And then your layers of lawyers told your agent, quote, you want my word. The last thing I have, the only thing I'll ever have, that thing I gave away so long ago I'd forgotten I had it, my word. You're asking a whore for sherry. You win. I've lost by forfeit.
You have my word. As a gay man, you have my word that this will be the story. Two men that love each other.
My God, what is he doing? This is not the time to come out. And oh, Little Fruit is on it. Little Fruit is getting played for his movie.
As a gay man, whoever dishonored the memory of, insert the name of 3 famous gay men who died of AIDS, and the name of, insert the name of a young boy who was gay bashed to death and became famous.
Now Miss Sexy is laying it on a little too thick. Let me save it. You have my word. As an entertainment industry professional, he, meaning him, smiles, but not with happiness, with sadness actually. And my salad arrives.
And her salad arrives, and if you look close, you can see a little tear in her eye.
It's all wrong. It's all wrong.
Diane is gone. Mitchell is in his room. He opens the door. There stands Alice.
Hey,
Oh, hi.
I should be sorry.
No, that's a good oh hi.
Yeah, you sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
Well, you're sure.
I'm sure. Come in. Come on in. I was actually going to call you anyway. I'm serious.
Sorry, real sorry. I didn't call and leave a message or anything. I was just, I had another client in the hotel, which was a coincidence, and I thought I would go down 2 flights and say hi to you.
Really?
I made it up.
Good. I was hoping you did. I was going to call you, and you just stopped by. It's like back when everybody was saying synchronicity, and I wasn't getting it. It's like that. Listen, are you in any manner of speaking available this evening? I mean, in an off-beat manner, just to kind of.
I know who you are. Like that lady, the real talky lady, when she came in here, we were together last time. She's not going to come back, is she?
No, she's screaming at lawyers right now. That's as close as she gets to God.
Diane in a boardroom.
Play hereafter referred to as the property.
Anyway, she said the thing about buying a play, which made me think you were an actor, but I only knew your first name only. So when I left here, I was this. When I left here, was this mate down the hall with that card, Stokes, and I said, "Is the Mitchell 207? Is that the Mitchell the actor?" And I made it sound like I was going to say your last name, like my whole body moved forward, and she said, "Yeah, Mitchell Green." So then later when I was out with my girlfriend, who really isn't my girlfriend so much, and I asked her if she ever heard of an actor, Mitchell Green, and she said, "Oh, sure. I'm sorry, I haven't heard of you."
Ellen is reading from a computer.
Mitchell Green, July 8, 1968, Manhasset, New York, USA.
Oh.
Later, she crashed at my place and I was asleep.
Known as much for his rigorous career choices as for his talent and chiseled good looks.
And she got online and went to IMDb.
Mitchell Green has been straddling the line between serious actor and leading man for some time now.
Gotcha.
And then she went to sleep but left the computer on. I saw the light of the computer, so I walked over and read some.
Green is rumored to be a front runner of the film version of the hit play.
The author hereafter referred to as the selling owner.
So do you want to blackmail me, or do you want to be a movie star yourself?
Oh, fuck, man, fuck you. I just wanted you to know I know who you are and that no one will ever know about what's going on here. Which is nothing, by the way.
Okay, well, thank you.
Well, I should go. I just wanted to tell you that and to say bye and have a nice flight.
You never said if you had plans tonight, as an off-duty, as a non-professional, as I don't know, want to do something tonight.
Without limitation, all material, ideas, or other tangible or intangible work products.
Sure, I mean, we could watch a movie here.
Lights up on Ellen on a subway.
I am on the train, which Alex insists I call the subway, which is just the train underground.
And no, I mean go out.
And the woman next to me is looking through the paper slowly and widely, like she's invading my space with it. So I'm sort of looking at the paper also.
Sure, I guess. Like, and do what?
Like and see a play.
All trademarks, copyrights, and renewals and extensions thereof.
I thought your lady friend didn't want you to go to the play with me.
Regarding motion picture, television,
See the play with me.
sequel, remake, video,
But you have to leave tomorrow for LA?
Maybe stay for a while.
digital video, laserdisc, video game, computer game.
And the woman on the subway, slowly and widely turns the page, and there,
Theme park rides, computer assisted media, including but not limited to.
Not just to see a play.
And go and change.
seen about town.
And any other devices or methods now known or hereafter devised.
It's too far. I wouldn't make the show.
And do I have to tell you scene is spelled S-T-E-N-E?
Then go downstairs, one of those nice GP chainsaw jobs. I'll buy
I
you
can
with
buy my own clothes.
Meet a not yet known man on every continent, island, oil rig, flight.
Hot property.
I want to go out with you.
Well, I don't know if
I want to go out with you. I don't care who sees what. Like you. I want to go out with you and see this stupid fucking place. Supposed to be really good. I want to come back here and undress you in your new fucking clothes and have you undress me and then crawl into this fucking bed. And I want to not be drunk and you not be working. and do this with each other, and kiss you, and then fall asleep in your arms.
Rising young actor Mitchell Green catches hit play with one of his buds.
You got it all figured out, don't you?
Green is rumored to have purchased film rights.
To the extent permitted by law, the undersigned hereby expressly waives any so-called moral rights as author of material.
It's what I want. I don't want any more bullshit in my life. I don't want to lie to myself. I want to be with you. I don't know what that means, but I said something in this meeting this dinner. I mean, something you just say to get what you want, but once I said it, it was like, it didn't feel so awful.
What did you say?
I said I was, so look, are you up to maybe tonight doing the stuff I mentioned and seeing what happens?
I don't know. There's no place for food in that schedule of yours.
And I look over at slow and wide paper, and the picture is just of Mitchell Green. But on his right, my left shoulder is a hand.
We can grab a bite after the show.
I don't know.
Like a hand warmly and intimately on his shoulder, a little too close to the neck.
I don't know if this is what I want.
The hand, no doubt, of his bud.
Neither do I, but I'm myself open to it for the first time to make me happy.
And on the wrist of that hand,
I know what you mean.
a perfect little braided bracelet.
So what the fuck? What the fuck? Let's try something.
In perpetuity in all languages and to the end of time.
Let's try something with each other.
All around the world.
Happiness, huh? Jeez, I don't know.
And throughout the universe.
And I know everything. And I feel nothing. Relieved, maybe. Maybe even happy?
Well, gentlemen, it looks as if we're all happy. Let's take a 15-minute break and we'll sort this all out on our return.
End of Act 1. Act 2. Diane is in her chair in an LA restaurant at lunch.
Act 2, the second act. Again, I apologize for doing this over the phone, but I had to get back to LA. Yes, I'm in LA. Mitch is still in the city. He decided to stay. I don't know what got into him. You should call him. He'd love to get together with you. I'm here back in LA in a restaurant, and it turns out that lo and behold, I am alone. Normally, this would be a horror being alone in a restaurant filled with so much industry, but I just keep getting compliments and congratulations from people as they pass. And I have to tell you, I am feeling awfully regal. They are excited about your movie being a play. There's a lot of excitement, and if not, there is a lot of resentment, which is even better. Now, the second act of your play, I'm not going to tell you how to write this. You must know that in the theater, second acts tend to start off with a bang, an event or a recap, or a reminder to turn off cell phones. Now, we don't have a problem with cell phones in the theater in this town. We've simply stopped doing theater altogether. Choices were made. Where was I? Oh, right. Not telling you how to write. Now, we've got to turn your second act into a second and third act. My rule of thumb is that in the first act, you put your people in a tree. In the second act, you throw stones at them while they're in the tree. And then in the third act, you take them down from the tree. Now, I love, amongst the many things I love about your play, is that your tree is happiness.
Lights up on Alex.
Never did overnights before. I mean, guy or this guy. And with him, it's always overnight. He gets so much money for them. right? You can get like $2,000 for an overnight. Because like in terms of intimacy, like having sex with someone is nothing compared to spending a whole night with someone like asleep.
I mean, are you really on the precipice of something awfully, awfully profoundish? No, really.
I am in bed next to Mitchell, and it's morning, for like the third morning in a row. And he's asleep, and I'm pretending to be asleep. I'm really good at pretending to be asleep. It's almost as tough to pretend to be asleep as pretend to have an orgasm, which is tough for a guy. I mean, think about it. Mitch snores a little. Not like a chainsaw, but a little once in a while. And when he does it, it makes me feel good. What's that about? Oh God, am I gay? I don't want to be fucking gay. Everybody has something on you when you're fucking gay. I'm not gay. I just feel gay. I've slept with upwards like 100 guys. Didn't feel gay. I hear some guy snoring. I get giddy. I'm gay. Gay as a goose. Gay, gay, gay. What am I? Gay or something? I don't want to be freaking gay, so I'm not. If I turned out to be gay, every little fucking thing I would do would be like of such importance. I think I want to get married. Whoa, whoa, call the press. Everybody get on TV and scream at each other. Gay. What a stupid sounding word. It means happy. They use it in old songs. I don't think they use it because it's such a good word, but because it rhymes with a lot of other words. Gay, hey, may, nay, say. I'm so gay today.
I can't believe the alarm hasn't gone off yet. I must have been awake for 10 minutes pretending to be asleep. Kid over here is pretending to be asleep too, but he is doing a terrible job of it. Poor guy. Must be tearing himself up inside. What's going on here? I wonder what's going on through his mind.
Ray, way, bay, lay.
Sweet kids. Could I live with this guy? Where would we live?
I can't be gay. I have sex with women. I don't like clothes so much. And in a movie, if someone even looks, they're going to sing. I'm just embarrassed for everybody.
What kind of house would we have? Who would our friends be? It's not like I'm homosexual isn't a thing. Like it's not a noun, it's an adjective, like a homosexual act. Like I'm a person and I occasionally, when no one is looking, do a homosexual act. With a guy, I have homosexual feelings. Wonder if he's up to pretending to be a personal assistant. Alex, remember you were my personal assistant. Don't rest my hip when I'm talking on the red carpet. I bet you I could. I bet you I could make this work. I like this. This time of day, in the morning, being all alone, like in your thoughts, but being with someone else who is alone in his thoughts. Alone. Together.
Hey, okay, Faye.
Lights up on Ellen at the front door of Alex's apartment.
Oh, hello, Mr. Santiago Domingo. Alex isn't here right now. He should be back. Actually, 3 days ago, actually. But Alex no está aquí. Soy nombre es Ellen. Ellen es una amiga de Alexi. Do you people say crash in your land? I'm crashing here. See, crashing and burning more likely. I'm just kind of sort of getting it together here. I'm in pursuit of happiness. It's in the Declaration of Independence. No, I know, green card studies, so on it, right? Like what kind of 18th century notion is that I'm burdened with? You don't have to answer that, Senor Santiago Domingo. Alex will come back to El Abuelo, but I hope that's right. And I will tell him that you were rent Well, actually, I could pay. I'm staying, crashing here for a spell. So you don't take plastic by chance, do you? Excelente. Here, you know? No. Here. Here, use this card.
Pray, dismay.
No, that's me. Arthur
Lights down on Diane and Ellen, lights up on Alex and Mitchell in bed together. The alarm goes off. Mitchell turns it off. Alex sits up and sits in his boxers and gets out of bed.
I should go.
I should get going too. Got a ton of errands too. You?
Work.
Ah.
Don't me, man.
No, not just
What?
I mean, even if you have to admit, after spending 3 or 4 days together, just the idea that you're going to go off and have sex with a bunch of other men is not odd.
No, it is not unodd. But what would I do for money?
I make a ton of money. I can, give you some. I do that for a friend.
And what? Oh, I get to be like Hollywood pool boy, the kept boy, Mr. Green's assistant.
God, no, stop that. I never said, I never even thought that. You must have really low esteem.
A prostitute with low self-esteem. What'll they think of next?
Don't say that about yourself. If you wanted, I have friends who hire people for jobs of legitimate variety. I could call them and they could hire you.
That should end in tears.
It's your call. So today, how many?
Clients?
And the euphemisms fly.
3, no, 4. 2 uncles today. 2 plain.
Pleasant.
Why? You want me to quit?
I can't tell you. It's not my place to tell you or ask you. Do you want to at all?
The question was, what do you want?
What time do you think you'd be done around?
Did you want to see me later?
Talking to you is like sewing a button on cottage cheese. Yes, I would like to see you later. I guess. Sure.
Well, I should get home, run some quick errands, pay rent. Ellen might be there. I think she's kind of taken over my place.
Ellen is your girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend.
And will Ellen be number 5?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay, can I just say, okay, I see what you're doing here, okay? I mean, you're hemming and hawing your way around the whole being open to being happy and being content thing. And I'll admit I'm all for it, but the thing of it is there's going to come a time when you're going to say, I just want to be with you and you just want to be with me. And
I think we are getting so far ahead.
And I won't be able to do that because that part of me was torn down, dismantled so that there could be this magnificent structure which stands before you.
Only what do you want to do with just 2 guys hanging out?
Are we?
Sure. Maybe but tomorrow, are you free all day? I don't mean free no money. I mean free open and available, like it's just the 2 of us tomorrow, right?
So far.
So far. It's kind of hard to make plans around so far.
Okay, Tomorrow I will be with you all day. I will have sex with 4 men today to pay the rent, and then I will meet my ex-girlfriend, and we will not touch the parts that are different. Then I will come back here and I will spend the night with you, and then spend all of tomorrow with you. There.
I mean, if you're up for it, baby, if you want to, I'm not saying anything here, but
Alex stops him by kissing him.
Why do you even have an agent? You're a really good negotiator. You got me to think about giving up my livelihood and about giving up my pre-existing personal life, and you put nothing of yours on the table. Hell, you haven't even brought anything up, have you?
A quick kiss.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alex smiles, then exits. Diane is on speakerphone in her office. Mitchell is in his hotel room.
Mitch,
Diane.
darling, dear heart, angel mine, are we having some sort of communication problem? Is there something in the way that I speak that is unclear in any way?
I don't know what
Is
do you...
there some
what's,
hidden self-destructive streak which lurks underneath your bravura?
You're talking in riddles.
Do you hate me? Is that it? The way I suppose gay men probably hate women unless they're in a black and white movie and then suffering majestically. I was on the phone this afternoon speaking with he meaning him, and I said, "Oh, have you seen much of Mitchell?" He meaning him responds with a bright and cheery, and let's say it, swishy, "Oh yes, we just had a double date last night. My lover," oh God, I hate that word. Is there another word in the English language, please? "My lover and I had drinks with Mitchie." Mitchie and his sweet young friend, Alex. Friend? I could sense the quotation marks transcontinentally. Friend.
Now, Diane, listen to me.
You listen to me. We are investing money into a property that will fill the common woman with lust and fill the common man with envy. My problem is that if you start walking around with your friend over there, you will not inspire lust in common women, and every common man will feel superior to you.
So what if I have a friend? Maybe I'll be a famous actor with a friend.
Are you British? Are you knighted? If not, shut up.
God damn it, Diane. I'm happy. I am content when I'm with this guy. Is it so fucking horrible if
a perceived straight actor portrays a gay role in a feature film, it's noble. It's a stretch. It's the pretty lady putting on the fake nose and winning an Oscar. If an actor with a friend plays a gay role, it's not acting, it's bragging.
Oh, so this picture won't get made.
About homos? Not at the studio. Not for the money they've just spent. They might send it down to their art house division.
And that's so bad?
I will not stand in the way of this picture being made. But that said, oh massa, don't send me down to the boutique division. I starve there.
I can't take all this out of... I'm just trying to carve out a little life here for myself, and I need to go.
Mitch, don't hang up on me.
I'm sorry. Don't pick on me. I'm fighting for my life.
And who is an angel mine? Let me tell you a story. Don't hang up on me. When I was first an agent, a junior agent, I packaged my first film, all of it. Source material, writer, actors, cinematographer, producers, everything. And I had a meeting with the director. As a last-minute precaution, I brought along a lawyer, a nobody flunky from legal help, to help us through the finer points. And all through this meeting with said director never looked at me, never spoke to me, never acknowledged my existence. I was, by his estimation, a bimbo, a piece of ass, and he spoke only to the lawyer. I did not exist. Yesterday, in this office, said director is here, in this office, to get the job of our movie. And I exist. And he looks me in the eye. and I am not a piece of ass. And he begs me for the job to direct this film. Not in so many words, but the eyes, they're begging. And he says to me, come on, Diane, we have history. History. He is asking me to believe in the reinvention of our past history. This is where we are in our lives. Now, there were 8,000 times in that story I just told you when I could have shouted out, hello, I am a person and you are ignoring me, but I didn't. Even at the end, when I was on top, and that's how one wins. By shutting up, you can win. And all you have to do is shut up. Don't say anything.
I won't say anything.
Thank you.
And we'll do the picture the way you want, the big way.
Thank you, my love. Thank you.
But I'll have a friend, and it's nobody's business.
We're splitting hairs here.
Diane.
Don't.
I have to think of myself this once.
You're a movie star. You think of yourself constantly. This friend, this thing. It will be over soon. I'm your friend. I can tell you these things.
Maybe I don't know what I've got, but with this guy, Alex, we seem to have something maybe, and don't you ever want more than what you have?
Professionally? Constantly. Personally? Who's got the time?
Well, maybe I want a little of both.
I strongly advise against this.
I think, and I can't believe this as I'm saying this, I think I want to be with him.
You do so against my advisement.
Well then maybe...
Please don't say maybe.
Well, maybe.
No wells, no thens. I love you. I've given my life to you. Think what you're doing.
Don't make this harder. And this is hard, okay? I think I just need time to sort all this out.
I am begging you. And I am not a beggar. You know that.
I think maybe we should...
Don't do this.
Explore the possibility of exploring separate interests.
Mitchell and Diane are gone. Ellen opens the door. It's Alex.
Oh, hi. Come in to your own house. Make yourself at home. Oh, right, you are. Never mind.
Hey,
Hi. I mean, hey.
so you're hanging out here?
Well, you said before I could stay here for however long I wanted. I know that was before. I'll leave, I mean, if you want me to.
No, stay here. It's fine. It's cool. I like it. It's nice to have you here. Stay as long as you want.
Really?
Sure, stay.
Well, thanks. You know?
You're welcome.
And I'm not completely useless either. I did some laundry of your dirty things. The laundromat, I did that for you.
Thanks.
I paid this month's rent for you.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
You know, I'm here. The landlord was here. You weren't here.
I'll pay you back.
Well, let me. I could do rent while I'm here. Actually, Arthur he made the mistake of leaving me with one of his charge cards before he dumped me.
You're mad.
Doing what I can.
So Arthur's really over, huh?
Over. So over. Over so long ago, it doesn't even hurt.
And Westchester?
So not a real option. So, I mean, another thing I did, I bought food stuff for inside the fridge here. It no longer looks like what I imagine a stewardess's apartment's fridge would look like. You have a larder now in case anybody asks you.
You've been busy.
Kinda, sorta, not at all. Got all fetal and wombish and not movingly for the longest time. finally got it together to get up and walk around non-colonial Williamsburg.
Ellen takes off his jacket and holds him from behind and says very quietly,
I missed you.
God, you gotta let me breathe.
Said who? God, it's been so long. I don't even know if I'm still formatted for you. You're never here anymore.
I'm staying with some friends.
Really? Who?
Just, you know, friends.
Alex, we don't have friends. We're both far too snotty for that.
A new friend. I've developed friends.
Alex.
Sorry, what?
Alex, just Alex. Okay?
I don't know what.
Alex, I know all about you and Mitchell Green.
I don't know.
Don't you dare fucking lie to me. You're with Mitchell Green now.
So, how did you figure that out?
Because I have eyes in my head that work. I saw a picture of you two in a magazine, and you asked about him. So I saw the look in your eyes when you were talking about him. So you have a rich money bag who for the first time is attractive. So hooray. Take him for all he's worth. Whatever.
Sure. Right.
Is that what you're doing?
I don't know. Yeah. Sure. Maybe.
You're so wise. Or what you could do, because he's such a closet case, you could shake him down for money. I mean, we threatened to go to some tabloids and we could have a little scheme worked up, make some cash, shake him down, take the money and run type scenario. We'll move to some place on the beach.
I don't think so.
Why not? It could be fun.
Because it sounds kind of evil, and that doesn't sound like us. We've been a lot of things in the past, but we haven't been evil. I mean, too much.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. I didn't think you were shaking him down anyway. I was testing you. Like a test of the emergency broadcast system. You're in love with him anyway, aren't you?
I mean, just what is this world that you function under? I mean, people are either there to be taken advantage of or there to give you fulfillment. That it's just completely, that's just completely borderline behavior there. I don't know what me and Mitch are about. I found somebody nice who is here in this city for a finite amount of time, so we're just hanging out.
Right. Sorry. I'm sorry. Listen to me. I'm like some vile villainess or something.
You're not.
I am. I go so fast. Change my name to the Netherlands because I get dark so fast. Isn't that what Lady Dementia used to say?
Yeah, she did. A lot. I miss her.
Miss her so much. I miss so much. You are just miss. Lady Dementia used to say, miss, I miss you too, kinda. And I should, right? I feel we're over, right? We're done with.
Alex walks over and kisses her gently on the lips and says very quietly,
I am so sorry.
She looks as if she's about to cry and then smiles and nods her head.
I thought so, I figured.
You can stay here as long as you want.
Thanks. We'll be friends then. I mean, you're up for that?
Totally.
And we will be friends. We always probably were in the first place. It's just we looked so impossibly good together. Everyone was under our spell, even us. Well, me.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay. Good, then we will. Put it that way for like future press releases and stuff.
You're insane. And you're my best friend. So there.
We are, right? Best friends. And best friends get to be so up in each other's lives. Like, So we'll still be together. So there.
So there.
So, and Mitchell Green,
Yeah,
you guys are hanging out then.
right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how big is he?
I have a ribald best friend.
No, is he nice? What is he like?
Well, he's good looking.
Duh. Big head movie star thing going on there?
Not so much.
Well, that's good.
He's funny. He cracks jokes about a lot of stuff. And kind. And smart. He's read a lot and he knows a lot from talking to noteworthy people, I guess. And pretty nice and pretty centered about most things. But, you know, just damaged goods enough to keep it interesting.
And was he like a hetero before he met you, and then he saw your overall prettiness, just got seduced by you into doing the activities that makes Jesus weep? I'm just assuming being Jewish here.
I think he didn't think that much about it. Like me, kind of, but then now we're with each other. And so we are. We kind of just fit. I mean, I guess that's where we are. We're just hanging out and we're just waiting for the next thing to happen, good or bad, to kind of define it for us. What the hell? He doesn't even live here. He'll go back to LA for some movie or something, and that'll be that, I'm sure. Single tear.
Single tear.
You'll meet him sometime. He's nicer than you'd expect.
I'm sure. Listen, there's something I have to tell you. Don't know the subtle way to bring it up, so I'm just going to come out with it. I went to the doctor yesterday.
Unless the next sentence is, and it turns out he's Jewish and single, I think this ride is about to get so scary.
Silly Alex. No, it's not so bad. But you know, complication to be sure. I went to the doctor, and do you remember the night, I think it was the night you first asked me about Mitch and we had sex?
Well, sure,
And
oh my God.
For whatever of moment we didn't use protection.
Oh, shit.
Lights down on Alex and Ellen and up on Diane on the phone.
I think in the chronology, filmology, unauthorized biography of the first draft, this will go down in flames as one of the biggies. It is wondrous, and by that I mean I only have a few notes. I'm wondering, because we both want to see this picture made. And now that Mitchell's involvement is, well, let's say a soft involvement, I'm wondering if we might be able to interest you in order to plow it through the studio and make sure that they have to make this picture. If we'd like to build up the role of the woman, the manipulator and thief, soften her up, make her a little more of a love interest for our protagonist, and let's tone down the boys a bit. We want this play to be able to play in multiplexes, right? I mean, I don't think that's appropriate to bring up. Great, look, don't play the I gave my word game with me. Things have changed. I am trying to get this picture made. I am not the enemy. I am on your side, believe it or not. Fine. Well, then we'll have another writer take a quick pass over the script. That's in your contract, and you signed it. Stop being a martyr. Oh, calm down, St. Francis of the Sissies. It's in your contract. We have the right to do another draft with someone else. You can read your contract and fine, call your lawyers. They'll tell you the same thing, and they'll charge you for doing it. Knock yourself out. Be naive. Be moral. Watch your movie not get made.
Lights down on Diane and up on Ellen and Alex.
It's not as bad as...
Oh, fuck. You have AIDS. You have AIDS because I have AIDS, and oh, fuck, I have AIDS. What is Mitch gonna do with me? Fuck, I gave Mitch AIDS. Oh, fuck.
Will you shut the fuck up? Maybe just for 5 seconds, this isn't about you or Mitch. Maybe it's about me and I don't have AIDS. It's not about that. I'm pregnant.
Oh my, are you kidding?
I know, as a dilemma, it's just so, period.
How, I mean, how far along are you?
Just a couple of weeks.
What do you want? I mean to do.
I don't think I have much of a choice. I mean, I have a choice, thank you, but then I haven't checked the blogs this morning, but I'm assuming I still have a choice, but I don't know that I have a choice. I mean, I should just, get it taken care of.
I'll help you. How much?
How many money bags can you do in a day?
I have to help you. We're in this situation together.
Well, that's very grown up of you. We are grown-ups now. Suppressed yawn.
Suppressed yawn.
Fucking hate my life. I don't want to be poor, knocked up, sitting on some cheapo clinic. I just want to be a kid for like fucking ever and have fun. Fun.
I'll help you out.
That's nice sweetness, but
I got you into this mess. The least I can do is help you.
sweetness, you can't afford it. Neither can I. Not even together. I want to go to a real doctor, one set up by my doctor. When it comes to surgical procedure, I don't skimp. I'm fussy that way. I'll have to go to Screecher and act all, tragic figure. Well, not so much a tragic figure, but more like a tragic figurine, but...
No, I could. I'll go to Mitch then.
Beane straightens out his new role.
Oh, sweetness, wrong answer.
Mitchell Green decides not to have a gay old time. Role may change.
To borrow. I've never asked anything from him.
Please.
I'll ask him like around 4. That's when his clipping agency sends over all these articles that mention him. He's usually in a great mood.
Green buys play, then decides not to do it. What's he hiding?
Lights down and Diane and up on Mitchell. They remain on Alex and Ellen. Alex walks over to Mitchell.
God damn it, Diane. What is she doing? Is she getting revenge on me because I said I might consider going somewhere? Is she forcing me to come out? What is she? Did you see this, Allie? Or is she pushing me into the waters so I'll see how people react? Did you ever see the level of, I don't know, baiting that she's doing? She's got poor he, meaning him, like having to go to the trades, the gay press, and act all victim about being asked to turn the gay character straight, which is only going to have everybody ask me now if I'm straight or gay. She's not thinking.
Don't.
That's terrible. Stupid of her even, but if you, I bet if you say nothing, they go away.
I wouldn't be so sure. She shouldn't play hardball with someone like him, meaning him. He's got like morals and integrity, and they've made him bitter and snippy.
Could I, talk to you for a sec?
Please don't.
Sorry, Allie. How are things, buddy?
Fine, good. Could I just float something past you?
Sure. What is it?
You know, I've been really good about like not asking you for favors, even though you are so far above me in the earning part.
You've been too good, actually. What?
Listen, I've never asked for anything from you, but could I have a little loan? I mean, till the next couple of paychecks, I will pay you back so fast.
Sure, buddy. How much?
Like $5,000?
Wow, that's a lot. Sure. You want to check, or should I just get cash from the ATM, or?
Cash is fine.
Sure, it's a lot. No sweat.
If you could do it like that, that would be
Great. I used to get behind sometimes too. Needed help to catch up.
great. Just do whatever you do. Don't feel compelled.
Actually, Mitch, buddy, can you look away from the bad stuff for a while and just...
Sorry. What's about?
Or obligated. Just don't say what it's for.
I'm not behind. I don't need to catch up. The money is from my friend Ellen. She got herself into trouble.
Oh my God, what is it?
Make something up. Anything.
That was rude to ask. Sorry, you don't have to tell me.
She's pregnant.
Because once that gets dropped,
Oh.
his mind is going to start racing.
Wow. Wow.
Please don't do it. Not for me. It's gonna sour stuff and he'll just roll things over and over in his mind. Don't bring it at all.
And are you, who was the father? Who got her into the situation? I mean, the man part.
Me.
Are you sure?
Completely sure. Ellen had a boyfriend at the time, but he was old and they didn't have sex, so I was the only one who... Yeah, it's mine. I mean, I did it.
Well, okay, geez. Well, when you cheat big.
I didn't cheat on anybody. What does that mean, cheat big? Do you, like, even have a passing understanding of how the female body works? When I slept with Ellen, it happened way before you told me to, before I volunteered not to sleep with her. I didn't just go and impregnate her this afternoon.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of pressure, and I was looking forward to having some part of my life that wouldn't be rough on me. That wouldn't. I feel like there are all these hands grabbing at me, ripping at me. Diane, he meaning him, the press, and now I feel like it's you. You know what I mean? Like hands with sharp fingers like claws, and you and your little friend Ellen are ripping at me. It's not fair.
Ellen isn't my little friend, and we have never, ever have laughed at you or at us.
How can I believe you? I can't believe you. You're like...
You can believe me because I'm here, you know, I'm here. And I don't take things from you. I try to give you stuff like emotional things.
Except for now.
This is an emergency. And I am not claws. I'm not, what do eagles have? Talons. I'm not talons ripping into you. I'm just here because I want to be here with you.
You know what I'm going through. I haven't sorted stuff out, and...
Stop talking. Mitch, you don't have to sort anything out with me. I don't care what your sexual preference is or who you've been with in the past. I don't even care who you fucking voted for. I am having a relationship. Alex is having a relationship with you. Jump in anytime, okay?
Why? Why do you want all this? Why should I trust you?
Because
Here I am, stepping out on a limb, and for what? For
Stop it. I'm sorry I even brought up the money thing at all.
Don't worry, you'll get your money.
Oh, fuck you. Don't play that hustler money attitude things with... You don't like what I do, then get the nerve together and ask me to stop.
Shut up.
You act like I betrayed something when... What is it? What did I betray? You don't even have the balls to say what we're feeling for each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. You always know what I'm talking about. What's going on between us, what we're feeling.
I don't want to hear it.
You want to know what I feel about you?
Just shut up. It's like I have this image of what I could be, what I want, and I like you better, but you're getting in the way of everything. And what's going on? My life was going so well, and now what's going on? I'm all alone. I have no one.
You have more than you think. You have me. Okay, I'm here.
I'll have. I'm going to talk to Diane. She'll help me out of this mess, and she's gotten me into it, and you've got me into. Diane solves problems.
Diane solves problems.
That's what she does.
Diane solves problems.
Diane solves problems.
Mitch's hotel room. Mitch is there with Ellen and Alex. Diane walks in.
Well, that was only a struggle. That was only a journey up the hill with a cross. I'm here. I've lost poor him, meaning him, 1,000 times on the cell. P.S. I flew business. Such is the level of my concern.
Diane.
No more fights?
No more fights.
No more fights. Well, it appears I'm the odd man out. Everyone knows one another but me.
I just met Ellen for the first time.
Hi.
Ooh, aren't you a cutie? Isn't she a cutie? Such a doll baby. And I'm getting the party girl vibe from you too, am I right? Mitch, we have something to nibble on, small sandwiches, crudité, nuts.
Fruit cut and laid out in a kind of cascade.
Could we, Daddy, just this once? Ellen, you're so adorable. And look at my little Alex. I like you in clothing. It suits you. That shirt is perfect for your coloring. I love your hair. It reminds me of Mitch. Mitch, get off the phone. I think we're ready to talk.
Sorry, they're sending some stuff.
Let's get down to cases. Mitch has found himself in a bit of a sticky situation. I am touched, relieved, and glad that I am in his life to help him sort through these kind of things. Now, Ellen, I understand that you find yourself in an unfortunate, delicate predicament, and I also understand the reason you are in this situation is because of, oh, that's not good English, is it? Is due to, well, that's not much better. Well, basically, Mitch's boyfriend got you pregnant.
That's not exactly.
Did you get her pregnant? Are you Mitch's boyfriend?
I got her pregnant, and Mitch and I are.
If you find me not speaking the truth, anyone, please stop me. So, Ellen, you're pregnant, and Mitch is going to pay for you to have an abortion because he has taken the responsibility for the actions of his lover. Again, any untruth here, stop me in my tracks. Well then, that's settled. I have here a cashier's check for $10,000. I left it blank so you can fill in the name. You can take this to any bank and they will give you cash. All you need is 2 forms of ID and to sign the back. And then you can have your abortion. And not in the back alley. Huh. May I just say something for a moment? At this particular juncture in any business transaction, I always say to the table, is everyone happy? It seems simple, almost childlike, but if you want everyone to leave the table happy, I find it best just to come right out and ask it. Is everyone happy? Are you happy, Ellen?
I am sure. I'm ecstatic. I am skipping around the room with joy.
You have an edge. I like that. A comedy edge. Edgy comedy. So what would make you happy?
For all of this to be over. Without this in my life, I'm happy enough. Anything other than that it's not an option. May we please move on?
Just for the sake of discussion, just so we know where we all are. If you were happy, what would you have?
I would have this baby, and I would have money, and I would have a beautiful home, and I would have Alex as a friend, and I would have fun all the time. And may I now have my check, please?
Mitch?
I don't think there's anything in that little bag for me.
What do you want?
I want you to give the check to this nice young lady and stop being cruel.
If I may speak for Mitch, Mitch would like to be a movie star. Mitch would like to be famous. Mitch would like to make millions upon millions of dollars. Mitch's dream is to be everybody else's dreams. And the thing about dreams is that dreams aren't always healthy, but nevertheless, everyone has them.
Thanks for the pep talk. Can you just give Ellen the goddamn check so we can get this over with?
Of course, of course. And you, darling little Alex, so cute I could eat you up. What would you like to make you happy?
This is like a party game for mean people.
Tick tock, tick tock.
I would like Mitch not to be mad at me. I would like to still be with him. I would like to,
Oof, big dreams now.
I don't know, give up hustling, have a family someday, laugh all the time, and keep Ellen as my best friend. And I would like my stepfather to drop dead from a heart attack. Why are you doing this?
Angel mine, if I've learned anything from all these meetings and asking people what will make them happy, it is that happiness is usually obvious and apparent to the outsider and not so to the people in the room. And
I don't.
Mitch, you want to be a movie star. You don't want people to know you're a homosexual. If you were heterosexual, by this point you would have a lovely bride and a child on the way, and at least one franchise to your name. Ellen, you want to have a child and a lovely home and millions of dollars. Alex, you want to be with Mitch, have Ellen as a friend, maybe have a child one day. My suggestion, if Ellen and Mitch were to get married, they would be, by all appearances, an ideal couple. The world would fall in love with them. Soon this beloved couple would have a child together. The child will look enough like Mitch. I have previously noted the similarity in Alex and Mitchell's coloring to be his son. Mitch, you get your franchises and you keep Alex. You just call him a personal assistant or call him a Pilates instructor.
I'm not.
Fine. Call him the literary director of your production company. Alex, you no longer have to go down on unattractive strangers. You have a nice little high-end job. You get to keep your friend, your child, and yo man, as the female rappers love to say. Ellen, what you choose to do with your personal life is your business. Just keep it to yourself. Just get married to Mitch, and you'll have a wonderful, wonderful life. Well, ease, celebrity. Mitch, you get to keep your friend, with quotes, and you get to be a movie star. You just have to keep everything with Alex quiet. As we previously discussed, you are not adverse to being quiet. And I mean, come on, you have to admit it was a lot sexier when it was a secret and it was forbidden. The only wrinkle is that in the eyes of the public, Mitch will have left me or you, Ellen. But dumping partners for the mother of one's child is as current as today's headlines. And it is that little bit of spice that keeps it all from looking too pat. And now I have to get this call. That music you hear is not an underscore, it's a cell phone call. It's he meeting him, and I've been waiting for him to call me back all day. Now, there's the check on the table. Think of what I've said. Well, hello there, you meeting you.
For God's sake, somebody say something. You can't just walk around not saying anything.
Don't look at anybody. Don't look at anybody. Don't look. Geez, you look.
An activity. Are there pencils to arrange? Don't say anything.
Okay, Mitch, you've been a bastard lately. You've been mean, but make it all right. Say no. Say, Alex, stop getting paid for sex. Hug me, kiss me, say you love me so I can say it back. Walk out of here with me and...
It is so fucked up, this offer. That's...
Will I have to convert to Scientology? That would anger Screecher. That would be good.
Say no. Just, come on, man. Think of all those things that happened, that used to happen.
It can't work. It's crazy.
And what was that party girl crack about?
It could work. It's so subversive.
I will only do this if Alex is up for it. I don't know this other person. This.
And Alex, there is something we have when we touch. I can't believe it would fucking hurt me.
I love you, Mitchell. Please make this all go away.
Even if I ask him to stop, he's going to cheat on me. Or how soon before one of he, meaning him's old queen friends, is like, oh, Alex, is it? I thought it was Brian with a Y.
I hate that lesbo and her shoes and her party girl line.
We have something. Save it.
It's just over with us. You can feel it.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
I only do this if Alex is up for it.
I think we should do this.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's so we get to win, right?
Whatever you say, Mitch.
Hello there, you meaning you. Now, really, if I told you I would steer clear of bitchiness at your age, we must avoid stereotypes. Yes, we were very cunning, weren't we? We were a sly little puss, complaining to the press about the proposed changes in the story. Yes. Now, unfortunately, what you've done is that you've damaged the property by all the negative publicity. Yes. Oh, you're chuckling. Good. So, of course, under contract, if the property is damaged by the previous owner, the purchase is no longer obliged to continue payment on schedule, and silence. The day the laughter died. Yes, you no longer own a property for which you will not be paid. Not the shrewdest business move. Oh, when will you learn? You try to be slick, you try to be fast, but don't you know all that time you spend creating, someone else is spending their time in an office devising ways for you to never win. And here's the killer part. Their office isn't that bad. It has a nice view, gets plenty of sunlight. So I want you to contemplate the windbagging to the press. No one is saying you're not speaking the truth, but the truth has consequences. I take it you've come to consensus?
Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna do what you said.
Are you leaving?
Just to get some air, a soda, a walk.
When people come up with 3 answers, they're all usually lies. You're really leaving, aren't you?
I can't live this way. I can't live with Mitch. Like,
Did you tell him you loved him?
would it make any difference?
No, so it's a good thing you didn't tell him.
So I'm just going to, don't tell them I'm gone. They kind of, they're good people really, and they kind of will be good together, I guess. Don't tell them till after I've.
Where will you go?
Someplace I've never been before, I guess.
Good call. You'll do well. A new kid on the block?
Maybe I'll give that up. Maybe I'm gonna go live my life with a little honesty and decency, integrity.
Very good. And did you take the little check on the way out?
Here, you can.
Open it.
How did you know how to spell my last name?
I figured you'd be too grand for all this. You're the one of us that's ever had it tough, and so you're not afraid of having it tough again. The rest of us are all soft. So go. And remember, the only thing in life worth remembering, that, my phone's ringing, I have to take this. Hello? Yes? Oh, well, hello, you meaning you. Oh, so you've come round, as they say in the English hospital dramas. Now, pumpkin hose, what do I want? You know what I want. I want a happy ending with the man and the woman together. The two you knew would end up together when you saw their names in the opening credits. And I don't want it raining. I think that's been overdone. Just smiling and hugging.
Alex is seated in a plane.
You know the type of ending I want. Boys and girls together. She holds his hand, he holds hers, and that's a very good sign.
We're so glad to let you be the first to bring your cameras into our home.
The little dog laughed to see such a sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. That type of thing.
Well, I feel about this house when Ellen and I bought it the same way I felt the first time I met Ellen.
Honey, stop it.
Just got to the counter, looked up at the board, and said the first place I saw.
And the same way I felt about this movie, I start filming this fall. I say that I left New York with two great things. A great play that the author has so in the screenplay.
The type where people hug and smile and wind up together.
And a wonderful lady.
Stop it, honey. You'll make me blush.
And now, on the plane, they're like bossa nova is on the headset.
An ending where the music comes in gently at first. Maybe a sunset. Maybe we feel we've already seen that.
And, well, three things.
Honey, you said you wouldn't tell.
Okay.
Okay, we're expecting.
We are?
And it's the ending.
It's the beginning. I can have what I had before. I can have it again, only better.
And the music swells. The haunting love theme is reprised.
We're just happy. It's like an ending, saying goodbye to my bachelor days. End of an era.
The end of being a girl, and I'm so happy. We're just so happy.
The ending.
My life is beginning.
We fade to black. The credits roll. The ending.
End of play.
Woo.
Yay. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I had seen that on Broadway, and
Oh, yeah?
I didn't remember how it ended. I didn't remember any of the plot developments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting what people will do, you know?